Hey, what's up, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto with King. I am King, and this is where I go over crypto news in the morning that's relevant to me and put it out there. Hopefully, everybody had a great Monday. Today is Tuesday, however, January the 18th, and it's a short week for me personally. I start my last class to finish my master's this week, and I'm off on Friday from my normal 9 to 5 job. So my focus this week is going to be around what's going on in the crypto news, making sure I pass this statistics class, and trying to get through the rest of January in a good in good fashion, if you will. Okay. This year has started out really interesting for crypto, and some people just don't have patience. So the message for today is patience. You can find me live streaming across multiple platforms, but do me a favor, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button. Help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the actual King Smith, or Twitter at just actual King Smith. Okay. So I've talked about the plays that I'm in and the major parts of my portfolio. When I talk about cryptocurrency, it's from the viewpoint of the average investor. Okay. I didn't start off with a large amount of capital in cryptocurrency. I started out with a small amount of what I could afford with at the time, and have slowly built up my portfolio of some really good choices. Sheba Inu, that was my biggest play. That was the biggest one that did great returns for me last year in 2021. Okay. And Sheba still has promise, in my opinion. There's people that don't think that Sheba can get to 1 cent. I am one of the people that say, given time, it can. Folks said the same thing about Dogecoin. Oh, Dogecoin will never get the 1 cent, yada, yada. And Doge, as of right now, is sitting at 16 cents. It almost hit $1 earlier in 2021. Okay. And it rose its market cap up in cryptocurrency. Well, it's actually sitting right now at 21 billion. So, with the stuff that Sheba has planned, it's sitting at a $15 million market cap right now. There's a lot of coins in circulation, but they are doing different burns and stuff throughout this year that I think is going to help the cryptocurrency create value for Sheba. All right. So let's take a current look at the current market right now and see what's up. So over the last 24 hours, the global cryptocurrency market is down 3.1%, still sitting at around 2.1 trillion. Again, patience. Patience is key. I'm telling you right now, patience is key. Had I had more patience with Sheba, I'd be a lot more wealthier than I'm currently sitting at right now. I listened to FUD, and it caused me to sell and get out of Sheba because I was expecting it to go quick. I was like, now I need this now. I need this now. And I saw a small gain and said, hey, I don't think it's going to get better than this. But this is when I first really got into cryptocurrency. And I didn't really understand why holding on something that has a good roadmap and a good vision, at least, even if the products aren't out yet, if you can read the roadmap and you have a belief in what the cryptocurrency or the community behind it or the company behind it is trying to do, be patient and hold. Side story real quick. When Facebook initially had its IPO back in, it was like 2010, 2011. I was out of active duty Air Force working as a civilian. And I was like, man, I'm going to get a loan and buy as much Facebook as I can because I foresee Facebook, blowing up. And everybody's like, oh, Facebook is just going to be the next MySpace. I think it's a bad idea. And I let a lot of people who were smart, intelligent people talk me out of it. But I had this real strong conviction about it. I was married at the time. I brought it up to the wife. She was on board. And I went and got the loan, but ultimately did not put all of the money that I would have that I wanted to do in Facebook. And initially, people was like, "See, I told you that was a bad decision," because Facebook's IPO opened at like $45 or something like that, and then it immediately dropped to about 20 something odd bucks, and it stayed around there for a couple of days. And look where it's at now. It's at 300 and something odd dollars per share. Okay. When you take a look at some of the newer cryptocurrencies like VVS Finance, that's one of the ones that I talk about as well. If you got into VVS Finance at its opening time, you're probably upset right now. You're down at least half of your capital. But again, I'm not worried. At least for that one, that's a longer term play for me. Okay. And as I get access to capital, I'm going to be buying more of VVS Finance because what they're doing in the long term with their roadmap and their vision, I can see that creating value for that cryptocurrency and value for my money by investing in it. Okay. That's how I see it. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. Hopefully, I am not wrong on that. Okay. Could I be? Yep. But hey, time will tell. I've told y'all Q1 is about me getting as much of CRO as I can. Right now, let's see if I have my wallet on me. I don't have my wallet on me. I've got the Ruby Metal card from CRO. And I use that to pay as many as bills as I can. As a matter of fact, I went out to Texas Roadhouse last night, had me a 24-ounce steak. Couldn't finish all of it. It was definitely a lot bigger than I thought. Pause. Um, but I paid for my meal and my drinks using my crypto.com Ruby Metal Visa card and earned CRO for paying for my meal. All right. So I tried to use that card everywhere, but I want to get the next tier card, which requires you to have $4,000 of CRO staked. So that's my goal. Try to get from January to March. March is when my current card staking part expires, and I can choose to restake the money. But I want to try to have that 4,000 ready to go so that I can get the next upgraded card to where I can stake my CRO and earn more of it. CRO is one of those that I also see too down the road being real good and gaining value for your cryptocurrency. All right. My other plays, y'all know I talk about on this channel as well. Saitama and ImpactXP. Man, it's one of those you have to have faith in those two. Okay. They're both not doing too well right now. Saitama release of Cytomask did not go well. It just has not gone well. Okay. And that was one of the things that I said in my earlier videos, and that especially with them waiting for the CERTIC audit to be done and things like that, that they needed that code and all of the back end stuff to be good day one. You have to understand if they're going to say that it's DDoS attacks that's been slowing things down and that stuff that they can't control. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of points for that. But if you're always painting the picture of, hey, we've got a target on our backs, then you should ensure that the like load capacity, all of that stuff, whoever they chose to do their cloud management and things like that, that stuff should have been top notch A1 from the jump. From the jump, okay, they had to have came out of that unscathed, and they did not. And it's been what, over 2 weeks now, and there's still issues with trying to get logged in and or even setting up an account. I've had an account. I've had a SataMask wallet set up for a while, but on both of my phones that are updated and everything, I've been following all of the frequently asked questions. I'm in the Discord stuff on both my Android phone and my iPhone. I can't log in to my SataMask wallet. Now, I'm not tripping about it because I don't use that to do my major parts of my swapping yet. I still use my Trust wallet or MetaMask wallet. So I'm not upset about it, but they've got to get that together. Long term, though, I'm still a believer in both Saitama and ImpactXP. I'm not worried. It's just I can be critical with how things are sitting with Saitama and SataMask. All right. I mean, this 7-day chart is definitely not good. If you got in at the beginning, you're still up a crap ton. If you got in at its all-time low, July 7th of 2021, if you want to know what $100 investment would be, you would just knock off 2 decimal places and times that by 1,393. That's what your investment would be up now if you got in at its all-time low. Okay. And it's down 80% from its all-time high, which was about 2 months ago, roughly. So look, I'm patient. This isn't my main money that I was hoping to blow up and get my Lambo like next week. They have a couple of things coming up. They need to have SitaMask functional, at least the wallet and the swap functional before the crypto expo in Dubai in March. You cannot go to that with a product that's still not functional and think that you're going to be demonstrating something that's appealing to people that are showing up to that crypto expo. So they have to have that SataMask, at least the early version with the wallet and the swap functional by then. If they don't, that's going to be hard to recover from. Not impossible, just hard to recover from. What else did I want to talk about today? Oh, ImpactXP came out with some news. Let me see right here. Nope, I don't have it up. Oh, if you can read this, let me know. I need to learn Arabic quickly. But they were talking about, oh yeah, here we go. ImpactXP had its first tree planting event in France this week. 500 trees were planted in breeders' land. The ecosystem services provided was all of this stuff. Look, I'm not a big eco guy. I didn't invest in ImpactXP because part of their mission plan was to give back to the earth. I invested in the ImpactXP because it is my opinion that the cryptocurrency behind ImpactXP is going to gain me value. Let me just call a spade and say that right now. I'm not saying I don't care about the earth ecosystem and all of that stuff. It's just I'm going to let other people that do care about that stuff be the ones going out and planting trees. You're not going to find me out planting trees. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. The other thing that I want to talk about real quick before I go, Sheba's blog post or Medium has been quiet with their last official post being December 31st. So they haven't came out with anything official related on their blog post when they started this thing to say, hey, here's the official communication portal. And then December 30th, there was a post by Trophius. And then whoever is the Shiba Inu writer that talked about Doggy DAO. Since then, nothing has came out officially here. Now, if you're in the Discord, channel, you'll see different messages and notes and announcements and stuff that pops up, but nothing has been communicated out here, which, look, everybody's going to have their opinion on what somebody should or shouldn't be doing. Okay. It's my opinion that if you have this out here like this, because they were using Medium for a while and then they weren't, if you're going to make this announcement, have some type of consistency with your communication. Okay, even if you don't have anything, right? At least speak to the community, speak to the people while you're in, I'm not going to call it an infancy, but yeah, it is still in a bit of an infancy. Even if you say that there's a million holders, how can it be in its infancy when you've got that many holders and you've been out a year, yada, yada? Yeah, it's still in its infancy because what Sheba has put out, product wise anyway, is its decentralized exchange, Sheba Swap. That's it. Now it's being acceptable as payment stuff on like BitPay and some of these other things, and it's listed on 1,000 exchanges by now. But product wise, it's still fairly new when you think about it. Even though Sheba is a top 20 by market cap, it's still new. It's not as old as Bitcoin. Let me just say that. It's not as old as Bitcoin. It's not as old as Ethereum. Okay. So it's still new. I would like to see more consistency. I'm not going to say more frequency. Just have some type of expected rhythm of when you're going to be communicating to the people outside of Discord. You know? Because I can see that this thing isn't updated the way that it should be. All right. Now, a lot of this stuff is still in play here. The biggest one that I'm looking forward to is the AMA with Watcher Guru. I believe that's going to be on Twitter. So if you're not following Watcher Guru on Twitter, go do that. That way you can get the information when Watcher Guru has the AMAs with these different cryptocurrency groups. There's also supposed to be a big Sheba burn for the Super Bowl. I didn't find any information on that by the time that I went live today, but that's going to kind of be a big deal. They're expecting a couple of billion to be burned Super Bowl week. I don't know how. I'm not burning any of mine. But if other people want to go out there and volunteer to burn their crypto, then go forth and conquer. I don't know if they're doing this through like voluntary burns, or I saw something about the sale of merch and they were going to take the proceeds from the merch, buy Sheba and burn it. They're doing some creative ways of getting these burns to happen with Sheba. Just know that I'm not volunteering to burn any of my Sheba. Call me selfish, but it is what it is. All right. That's my video for today. There wasn't a lot of news to talk about, but I just wanted to say be patient, man. Be patient. You're not going to take $100 today, put it into a cryptocurrency, and have that be what purchases your Lambo next week. That's not going to happen. Over time, could it happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. I personally know a couple of people that just got lucky like that. They got into something mad early and it paid off for them. I got into Sheba mad early, and had I not listened to FUD, I'd be one of those people. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what makes me confident looking forward towards the rest of 2022 is the fact that I now have a little bit better understanding of how the cryptocurrency market works. Not an expert by no means, right? By no means. And my portfolio is, I'm not going to call it weird, but it's different. I primarily have a lot more meme coins, and I hate that word, meme coins. but I have a lot more of what people call meme coins than I do of your blue chip cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, stuff like that. All right. We got a comment here. Let me check out this comment before I. It says, bro, who are you talking to? There's no one here except me. So I stream across multiple platforms. You can't see the numbers, but I do have other people watching on some of my other live streams. I am streaming across multiple platforms: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. But I appreciate the comment. It's all good. It is all good. I do these live streams regardless. Look, there's a reason why I actually do it live versus recording them and then putting them out there. I don't want to do edits. So it's a lazy way of me, putting my content out there. And originally why I started doing this was to help out family and friends that were into cryptocurrency. And then I said, you know what, let me just do a live stream. All right. And things like that. Hey, if you got some gems for me, I have about, let's see, 5 minutes left before I have to go. So if you got some gems for me, put them out there. Let me know. I will definitely go out and do my research. Drop it down in the chat. Every other Friday, so this Friday is one of them, I do a live crypto buy where, as long as it's on KuCoin, I'm building a portfolio of cryptocurrencies on KuCoin. I take $50 every 2 weeks and I go buy something. I have my list, but I also take a list from the community. If somebody has a recommendation, as long as it's on KuCoin, I'll add it to that list and see if it's worth going to go buy. So let's see. You got Shibnobi. I know about that one. I don't have any, but I know about it. Shaman King Inu. That's one I'm actually planning on buying this week. Let's see. So I'm going to put this up in the chat. Shibnobi, Shaman King Inu, Paladin DAO. It said it's insane launched yesterday. Okay, so that one I didn't know about. And then ImpactXP. Look, I'm all I can't because it's on my phone. I can't cast my phone. I'm all in. Hey, I have a significant amount of capital invested into ImpactXP. Significant could be variable. It's not a small bag, but it's also not a big bag either. Somewhere in the middle. I'm a believer of Impact and what I think that it can do this year. They have some roadblocks and they have some hurdles. They're still under 20,000 holders. I know a lot about Impact XP. I'm actually buying Impact every chance that I get. Okay, so yeah, I am huge in the Impact. I talk about that to everybody. Okay, and if I can do it tomorrow, what I'm going to show is, because there's people that don't understand how to swap on DeFi. They're like, hey man, doing the whole MetaMask and Pancake Swap or Uniswap thing is just, man, that's too many steps. You can buy it on Bitmart and you still get the reflections paid out in USD Tether. So I've been watching my Tether just go up for buying and holding Impact XP on Bitmart. It's a lot cheaper getting it that way. Bitmart has its pros and cons, but you can get it for cheaper on Bitmart versus using your hot wallet and Uniswap. But yeah, I'm all into Impact XP. Absolutely. Absolutely. That one is, I think, where I'm going to get my first million before anything else because I got in it early enough with a good amount of capital. So I'm going to put that out there. That is where I'm going to get my first million from just one cryptocurrency, not my portfolio as a whole. I think Impact's going to be the one that does it for a couple of different reasons. And you said don't sleep on Shibnobi. Do I have Shibnobi? Let me see if I can get my phone. I think I've got Shibnobi. But I appreciate those four, man. I appreciate those four. And Shaman King's another one that I was looking at. Yes, I do have Shibnobi. Shinja. I've got Shinja, and I recently just got Shuna version 2. I don't know if you've heard about that one. There's some of these NFT games that I'm interested in that I believe, or not NFT games, but the play to earn type games I think could be hits. One of them being, let's see, is it here? Nah, it's not in this wallet. Shirio. Shirio's one that when you take a look at it, if you've heard of like Magic the Card Gathering, I think that Shirio can replicate that and just have this crazy cult following over time. Okay. Even if you're not one that plays video games like that. Like a lot of people play these play to earn games. I'm a gamer, but the play to earn games don't interest me. So it's not my market. It's not my market. But I can see people that do the play to earn stuff to earn cryptocurrency for whatever reason, or they just like the style of games. Like there's one of them out there that's like a temple run type game that you have to have the cryptocurrency to be able to play it, but you can earn while playing it. And I'm just like, that's not me. Like I'm a gamer, but those type of games don't appeal to me. Give me something like a role playing game or something, or an action game where I can earn cryptocurrency and or those games like Command and Conquer, like real time strategy games. That's what I was trying to think of. Give me a real time strategy game, and now we're talking. But I'm curious to see what the cryptocurrency market is going to do going forward. The Real Vulture, I appreciate you commenting. I'm going to take a look at Paladin DAO. That one's unfamiliar with me. But the other three, Shibnobi, Shaman King, and Impact, I do know about those other three. I'm heavy into Impact, but I don't have any Shaman King or Paladin DAO. But I'm going to take a look at those. All right, people. Thanks for watching my live stream. I'll be back on tomorrow with another Coffee and Crypto with King. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button for your boy. Help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.